thank you for giving us this interview today. This is Marcus Bering, and you're from Austria.
Originally from Germany, but living in Brussels.
Living in Brussels.
For 20 years.
Okay, and today is the 5th of November 2011. We're in Gallery EL in Elblag in Poland. Now Marcus, you've got a work that's audio-visual work, and we can hear it in the background.
Yes.
Now. Can you tell me a bit about the work, how your ideas behind it and what it's doing?
It's called Reading Pi, the circumference of the circle, 3.141 and so on, which is a number which potentially goes on into infinity, and my work is in part concerned with the idea of infinity, creating this idea of something that goes on and also with the idea of randomness, which you can find in the sequence of numbers, the number pi.
So it's the number pi repeated?
It's the number of pi read by a number of people in their mother tongue.
Okay.
So be it Italian, French, English, German, Luxembourg, Japanese, or other.
Yeah.
And so where I'm mainly interested in the repetitive sound, the voice, it's counting.
Okay, and has that got to do with something in your culture that interests you? Is it the repetitive nature of things?
It's something that I've been interested in for a while. I also have work where I work with modules, with mostly round modules. I mean, they can be anything from pieces of confetti to large steel elements, and which I reuse in repetitive sequences. So it has more to do with that. It also comes from living in Belgium, where there are a lot of different languages.
And for your installation here, it's not particularly site-specific. Your work can be anywhere in the space, or have you got a particular space that you prefer?
In principle, it could be anywhere, but it's something that will have to be worked out with the space.
Yeah.
I couldn't just prepare something and put it anywhere.
No.
Specifically in a space like this, I will really have to probably produce a lot of different CDs and test them out in the space to see what really works.
Yeah.
Which is both which language, which rhythm works, which sound. I mean, some people speak louder, some people speak softer, some people more rapidly, and which doesn't necessarily will not necessarily work in every space.
Okay. And because it's such a large space, does it have any echo effect? Is that when it's played, or is that part of your consideration or not?
It has an echo effect, of course, which means also that one voice that's in one space can be heard in another through the echo. So it's part of how the work actually takes its volume, really occupies the space.
Right. And you have another piece happening as well, a printed piece.
Yeah.
And can you talk about that? What's the relationship of that to your audio?
Well, the printed piece will mainly consist of the numbers read on this occasion and by people that I have already recorded. So it will be about, let's say, 100,000 numbers.
Wow.
Printed out. Both as when you read, hardly anybody does not make a mistake. The sheets of numbers will contain mistakes.
Okay.
Which I will put in deliberately in a random fashion.
Yeah.
And just like somebody would really have wanted to scientifically control if this is really the number pi, would have to analyze
Yeah.
The numbers as well as the numbers read.
Yeah.
But it's just something that transforms the dry piece of information in something which gives a little bit more.
Yeah, so it's like a visual interpretation of the audio that's happening.
Yeah.
Ah, very interesting. And have you always done audio work, or was there a path up to audio work, or how did you get
I
interested
think
in
the first time I did some audio work was together with a series of drawings where I recorded the sound of the pencil.
Oh.
And those were a series of very systematic drawings, like draw as fast as you can until the pencil breaks, or draw as slow as you can until you don't know if you're moving or not. So each piece would last a minute, 2 minutes, and I videotaped those sequences, and I also made an audio work out of the sound of the pencil.
So your interest has always been in the repetitive nature of things, and that's transformed into audio as well. Do you do sculptural works too?
Yes.
Yeah. What sort of works do you do? What materials do you work in?
Let's say, I mean, it can be paper, as I said. I mean, it can be confetti that's used almost as a carpet, a color carpet in space, or it can be individual larger metal objects, which work more on their perception of weight and just being there.
Right.
Always using this idea of something which can be repeated.
Yes, yes. I think repetition is a very strong theme to work with, especially in the field that we're doing here. Oh, well, that's fantastic, Marcus. Thank you very much for spending time here telling us about your work.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're really going to enjoy hearing this nice background work happening. Thank you very much.